We're from Hartford, Connecticut.
Connecticut.
Hartford, Connecticut. That's our base right now.
Okay.
Yeah, East Coast, Northeast, down here, showing a movie.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Tell us about this movie, Diamond Ruff.
Diamond Ruff. It's a project that my dad actually started in about 97 or 98 as a book. And maybe about 5 or 6 years ago, we got the idea that we wanted to make it into a movie. And somehow we got it done. And we're in Atlanta showing it now. It's kind of crazy because me personally, I didn't see it going this far. Maybe he did. Maybe that's why the grind was so heavy. But I mean, I saw it going far, but I'm amazed every day that we're in Atlanta on the radio talking about this little project that we started, just out of nowhere, kind of.
Well, basically, it's based upon a book that I wrote called Diamond Ruff, which is about a young man who was lost, and he makes bad choices. He even tries to rob a bank, and he takes a kid hostage who gets killed by the police. And so there's some Ferguson, Trayvon Martin stuff in the movie, which was created even before these events happened. And he meets a minister who changes his life. So the book is about, like the movie, is about redemption, the power of the human spirit, choices, and forgiveness. When we did it, we were just doing it to show people how you take a manuscript and get it published. We did it on YouTube. It was more like an inspirational thing. And I've done books, I've done animation, but I wanted to take it a step farther. I said I want to turn it into a feature film, not one where you get a camera, you get local, just regular time, but one that would have Hollywood celebrities in it and also people locally. Again, I've never done that. We started, I said the project was going to take 2 years. It took 5 years. The recession came in the middle of it and everything else, but without the recession, we couldn't do the movie. The movie stars Frederick Starr, who was in Onyx and Moesha. We have Felicia Snoop Pearson from The Wire's in it.
Okay.
Freddie Jackson's in it. Comedian Michael Collier's in it. Dennis White from Notorious and Parenthood is in it. Who am I forgetting somebody?
I think that might
A lot of local people.
Yeah.
And we have a local resident from Atlanta, Lanice Nunu Smith.
Okay.
What's her? She just got married. What's her?
Saku.
Saku. She's in Atlanta, so it's also an Atlanta project. Shouts out to Nunu.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, and it's taken off. When we did the project, when we turned to the major, I had no idea that the book was going to become a bestseller. We got distributed by Cinedigm. Cinedigm is the largest independent content provider in the U.S., and that was the biggest fee, probably to get major distribution for the movie. We opened up in Hartford January 8th, and we shut the theater down. We sold out all 4 theaters. We broke the theater record. The movie that did the best box office before it was The Interview, and that was with Sony behind it. We beat
Congratulations
that.
on that.
And so we've been traveling with it, and Atlanta is the final stop on the red carpet.
Oh, that's so awesome.
For now.
For now.
There's other theaters coming on now, but again, locally we did that. But if we're able to sell it out or close this out in Atlanta, we know we're doing well. We're joining forces with Maurice Starr, who created New Kids on the Block.
Okay.
New Edition. He's helping us with the brand, and he's helping us to take it to the next level. And he'll be with us tonight too, along with Felicia Snoop Pearson, Dennis White, and a couple other surprises.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And when they say tonight, they're talking about here. Right?
Oh, tomorrow night.
Tomorrow night. Oh, okay.
It's tomorrow night.
Yeah,
Third. Tomorrow night.
Okay, yes, tomorrow, Thursday, right around the corner too. For all of you that's here in Little Five Points, Landmark is right there on Ponce, so right around the corner. That's so awesome. What has the response been from young men? Because I imagine.
Start off as a book in our area in the Northeast. It's the #1 book in the juvenile detention centers.
Wow.
These young men are reading. There's a life skill curriculum with Common Core standards in it, and even the movie. When you see the movie, we wanted to catch these young men's attention. So you got, it's real gritty. But once they get in, like a Trojan horse, then we drop that spirituality on them. Normally, if we would have done that, we might not have gotten them, in. But we had showings of like 300 people come to the theater. These are high schools bringing field trips to the theater.
Yeah,
Oh, that's so cool.
I've heard people saying, like young people saying, this is the best book I've ever read. I'm recently hearing people saying this is the best movie I ever saw. Like, not even like exaggerated. it's pretty amazing when you hear people say that, and you know you're so connected to it. You almost feel like, really, or that you just saying that, but like people, these are people on Twitter that we don't know that are being like, I just saw this movie, it's my favorite movie, and stuff like that. So I think people will appreciate it.
And I think part of our success is what we have common with WRFG, your station, is that we did it independently. So we didn't have people saying, do it this way, this is what, you know, black men like. That we did it on our own terms. And that's when the magic happens.
So yeah, magic. That's what you call it. But yeah, so how'd that work out for you? But no, I mean, that process of being independent and having to, you get to make your own decisions, but you also have to, carry your own burdens and fund yourself. So how's that been for you all, along the path?
This brother been through things, man. He's been through things.
I'm just trying to shine the light on him.
You don't say that without experience, man. It's been painful. I've done animated stuff on TV. I've started businesses. This has been the most difficult because we sought quality. And to do that, it took resources. We raised a lot of money to do this thing in the recession and with investors and everything else. That was the hardest part. Me and Kyle sold our cars at one point. He was going to Columbia College Hollywood. He took a year off. He went back and got his degree. So big shout out to Kyle. But it was just painful. And even you got to get delivered from people because sometimes you think somebody with you, them the ones that against you, and the ones you think ain't with you might have your back. So it was a learning experience, and it also showed us our own flaws. Did we put too much on our plate? Did we overextend ourselves? So it kind of like it was the most painful experience I've ever experienced in personal and business, but also the most rewarding at the same time. If that makes sense.
And the reality is that this is going on 6 years of a project.
Okay.
From pre-production, publishing, getting the book published, getting the script together, producing the movie, then actual production, which was like 2012, and then post-production, and now distribution. That's 6 years.
Took a year. You get the movie done. You don't put enough money in contingency, man. What do you mean deliver? There's something called deliverables. We think we got the movie done, then we got to deliver the film. Yeah. What do you mean deliver the film? That's another X amount of dollars to deliver. That was more than some of the budget to deliver it. Just for the studio picked it up, but we had to deliver it to them. So it's a learning process, man.
Yeah.
I mean, you read the books, you see it, but when you actually go through it, it's But the good thing, the key is having good people around you with positive spirits, man. Because no one makes it alone. It's just me and Kyle in the studio. It was 300 people crying and praying with us and everything else. And even now with you guys, you part of the movement.
What's up?
And we part of your movement.
Ruff.
Look at it all. We didn't get that. We didn't get that.
And another beautiful thing about it is now that you know all the things that you didn't know before, I'm assuming the next project is going to be just that much.
I still don't know what to do. I know what not to do.
Okay. At least you know those things, because there are a lot of people that have no idea what not to do. So I'm sure the next project is going to be just a little bit easier.
Yeah, and you know what? I see people who might even be more talented, and even we work hard, but you need. There's no way around that. I don't mean to bring you to church, but you need that favor. You can work your butt off. You could have the most money. If you ain't got that favor, you ain't going nowhere with it. And I believe we have that favor right now. For whatever reason, we got it.
Yeah. But people often hear this a lot, but I'm sure you can attest to it. Like, how many times did you feel like you were at your end or fell on your face, before you got to this point?
Yesterday was the last time. See, you throwing all my inspiration. Man, throughout the whole thing, man. For 2 years, man, we was trying to raise the money, all that crowdfunding, Indiegogo, Kickstarter, dribbles here, dribbles there. Then we meet somebody and change the whole game. What took us then we raised all the money in like 2 weeks.
Wow. Yeah.
You got to meet the right people.
I'm about to say, where they at?
Huh? Oh, they're around. They're around. The money here. But it's all about relationships, though.
Exactly. Oh, of course.
Oh, yeah.
It's all about relationships. And I think you draw those people in when you're doing something. Martin Luther King said, if you can make a better mousetrap than your neighbor, even if it's in the woods, the world will make a beaten path to your door. Or the other one that says, which I say all the time, if you run after success, success runs away. But if you run after excellence, success runs to you. So if you put out the best whatever, the world is coming to you.
Speak on that. Boy, I swear that's what I be trying to do. Is it working? I don't know.
Oh, it's working. It's just saying
It
the
definitely
famous about the pop, you know.
No, undoubtedly, man. And that's why I don't mean to make it seem like all gloom and doom around here, but I'm pointing this out because, yeah, what you're saying, like, we walk this walk every day. Dia and I live this independent life, whether it's radio or whether it's putting on events or you know, investing in our own personal endeavors. We don't have 9 to 5s, and we walk that path and that line. So we know many times that, you know, as much as you recognize successes, like most of the time you feel like, am I doing the right thing? Am I gonna fail? But like you said, if you don't have that faith, you know, to get back up when you feel like you fell, and keep going, knowing that, okay, this is what I'm supposed to be doing, and that, you know, I'm on the right path, then we would have quit a long time ago. Dia's been doing this 10 years.
15.
Well, you know, just on this station 10 years, but you know, in media and radio for 15 years, and you know, I stepped out, you know, about 3, 4, 5 years ago on my own independent business and been doing all sorts of things, places I never thought I'd be. I'm still nowhere close to where I you know, hope to be. But without sharing those type of experiences with people that hear you on the radio, you know, this is 100,000 watt radio station. People driving their cars and listen, and they think, oh, this is great, these guys on the radio. But listen, it took a lot of hard work and, you know, blood, sweat, and tears to get you guys here. So I just want everybody to understand that.
It's
so
hard.
You know, congratulations.
It's
like
hard,
said,
but what gets you through though, you have to be in love with the craft and what you do. That's what gets you through. If not, we would have given up a long time ago. But we were in love with what we do, you know, and you know. So you said 10 years. What you said, most overnight success is 20 years. So we got 5 more to go. You know what I'm saying? And it's about relationships. All you need is that right person, man. The right person. That's what happened to us, and the rest set off. His name was Dr. Peter Tushka. He came in, and then he brought his other people around who had the same profile. But it's all good. We do a shoot in Atlanta. We gotta maybe do a cameo here at WRFG. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, of course.
You know, so but it's all about relationship. But it's painful, man. And sometimes Kyle and I grapple with, even today, was it worth it? We lost a lot too, time, and sometimes it's not worth it. I think that we're on the right point because we help people along the way. And again, this is a trilogy of movies, so we got 2 more movies coming out with this brand. So